Watched my dad get mauled by a jaguar in the Amazon at 16. The locals said we went too deep. I was 16 when my dad took me on a trip to the Amazon rainforest. He was a biologist and had been there many times, but this was my first time. We stayed in a small village, and every day we would go out into the jungle to study the wildlife. One day, we went deeper into the jungle than we had ever gone before. We were walking along a narrow path when we heard a rustling in the bushes. My dad told me to stay back, and he went to investigate. Suddenly, a jaguar jumped out of the bushes and attacked him. My dad fought back, but the jaguar was too strong. I watched in horror as my dad was killed right in front of me. I was frozen with fear, but somehow I managed to run away. I ran for what felt like hours until I finally collapsed from exhaustion. I was found by a group of villagers who took me back to their village. I was in shock and couldn't speak for days. When I finally did, I told them what had happened. They told me that the jaguar was a sacred animal and that my dad had angered it by going too deep into the jungle. They said that I was lucky to be alive. I eventually made it back home, but I was never the same. I had nightmares about the jaguar for years, and I couldn't go near a forest without having a panic attack. I will never return to the Amazon rainforest. It is a beautiful place, but it is also a dangerous one. I lost my dad there, and I will never forget what happened.